I'm Wayne, and this is my beautiful wife, Kathy. And the reason I've got her sitting here with me at the moment is because of our subject matter today. We're going to be talking about what it means to be a husband in a committed marriage relationship. Now, one of the reasons I have things to say about that is because of what I've learned after almost 3.5 years of marriage to this wonderful woman. But before we get into that, I want to tell you a little secret. People take a look at me and Kathy and they think, wow, man, are you rich? No, I'm not. Let's get that right out there, okay? In fact, Kathy married me when I literally didn't even have a job, didn't have a pot to pee in or a window to throw it out of. She was working and I wasn't. And for the first couple of months we were together, she's the one that supported us. I was lucky enough to find work after that, and now I do well enough that she doesn't have to work, and I'm pleased with that. I'm happy with that. But that's what being in love really means. Let me kiss. Kathy's a little bit camera shy, so she wanted to get out of the shot here, but that's okay. Guys, I'm going to talk to you about what it means to be a husband, what it means to be committed to the person you love. Now, you've found the woman you love, you're crazy about her, she's perfect, she's wonderful, that's great. Now that you're going to be together, what are you going to do to make sure she stays happy? There's an old saying that says, if mama isn't happy, ain't nobody happy. Well, the truth is that it's going to take both of you to keep both of you happy, not just one. It's not a halfway measure at all. And one of the most important things you need to realize is that she is the most important thing in your world now. She's the most important person in your entire life. And you need to focus on that. Guys, there's an awful lot of guys that say, oh, well, you know what? It's perfectly normal for men to look at other women. I'm going to shoot that down right now. No, it's not. Is it normal when you're single? Yes. Is it normal when you're trying to find that perfect woman? Sure. But now you've got her. Now you're with her. Now she deserves every bit of respect, every bit of honor, every bit of honesty you can muster. She deserves that because you have made a commitment and she has made a commitment to you. You belong to her. That's the way it works, okay? And she belongs to you in a certain way. But the point is that you've got to do what it takes to make sure she's happy, secure, comfortable in your relationship. And the first thing we're going to talk about on that is other women. Get rid of them. You need to literally divest yourself of all your former female friends, all the ex-girlfriends, all the ex-wives. Forget them. Get rid of them. They have no business in your life anymore. None. As far as the lady friends that you work with, lady friends that you know from whatever social organizations you might be part of, that's not your wife, guys. They don't need to be there. I've had conversations with men who say, oh, well, occasionally I go out to lunch with my female friends. And I look at them and say, why? Because all you're doing is giving yourself an opportunity to make a mistake. Your wife is the only woman you need to be paying attention to. She's the only woman in your world. And if she's not, then maybe you need to take a better look at just how you feel about her. Because there's a simple little saying that I like to use. The way you know when you're in love is if the other person's happiness is absolutely essential to your happiness. You met Kathy. She's a beautiful woman. And if she's not happy, I'll guarantee you I'm miserable. And the reason that I'm miserable is not because she makes me miserable, it's because I want her to be happy. Because she means that much to me. One of the first things that we did when we got together, when we were married and committed to each other, was I sat down and I got rid of all my former female friends. Because I don't need them anymore. I don't need their companionship. I don't need their conversation. I don't need their support. I don't need their friendship. I don't need anything from them. But I do need Kathy to know that I am committed to her. Absolutely, totally, completely committed. Now we're going to talk about looking around, window shopping, all right? A lot of guys call it window shopping, just looking to see what's out there. You got no business looking to see what's out there. You've got a wife. Remember we talked about respect a moment ago? She deserves that respect. She deserves every bit of your respect and your honor and your honesty. So you don't need to be looking elsewhere at all. What you need to do is look at your wife. I love looking at Kathy. I'm blessed to be with a beautiful woman that it's a pleasure to look at. And I love to just sit and look at her sometimes, and she'll cover her face up and say, stop that, but I can't help it. I do it anyway. Because to me, it's a pleasure to look at the woman I love. Guys, look at the woman you love. Trust me. It's going to pay off in great dividends for you. Okay? Pay attention to her. Let her know that she is the focus of your life. She is the one you want to be with. She is the most important thing you've got going on every minute of every day. You've got to do that. You've got to let her feel that. Because if she doesn't, she's not going to be happy. And if she's not happy, you shouldn't be. She's the most important aspect of your life now. Pay attention to that. Now, we talked about paying attention to her, okay? That means reach out to her. Let her know that you're thinking of her. Call her up during your day and say, hey, I was just thinking of you. I wanted to hear your voice. Send her a text message that just says, I love you, okay? She'll probably send back one that says, I love you more, because it seems like they all love to do that. But guess what? It's okay. That's okay. You're communicating, and communication is one of the most important things you can have in any relationship. Talk to her. Let her know that she is the most important thing in your life. Make sure she understands that. This is what it's all about, guys. If you want to be happy in your marriage, you've got to make sure you are committed to her. You've got to be committed to your wife. Now, I said there was going to be a little bit of a quiz, so here it is. Are you ready? Okay. What's the one thing you could do today to make your wife smile? Now, I don't need to hear your answer. You don't need to give it to me. But ask yourself that question, and then get up and go do it. Thanks. This old man always got something to say.